Not amused at all by Andy White's challenge, and Mr. Robinson is reaching for that yellow card again. Well, it's not the first time that White's been spoken to today, certainly the second, but his name, I'm sure, will be going into the book for just a yellow card offence. A few cards being dished out right now. We've had a red for Shane Bradley of Chesterfield. We've had 1 or 2 yellow cards as well by now. Mansfield, of course, still without Bobby Hassel as well, and Lee Williamson, who's here in the crowd today. They take one of their youngsters, Beardsley, off, and they're going to replace him with another one. On comes Craig Mitchell, who has taken over the number 25 shirt from Mark Lever, who started the season in the first team. The latest Mansfield move involves Disley. There's good running ahead of Disley as well, but he'll square it over to Lawrence, and he's got him behind the defender. It's Lawrence! Oh, it's off the upright. So unlucky, Liam Lawrence. That would have been goal number 8 of his season, and he is so unlucky there. He got in behind Howson, flashed it across in front of the goalkeeper Williams, and it rebounded off the post. Mansfield may well have been ahead there. Hurst for Chesterfield. Big onus on him now. And he's won the corner kick. Let's talk about onus on Hurst with Bradley sent off. Well, here is Liam Lawrence in behind Howson. First time effort right across goal, back off the post. Unlucky. Hurst there takes the far post. Edwards takes the corner kick. And it's flicked in dangerously. Plenty of time for it to be cleared, however. A little bit too long. Ben Doan, the youngster, who is on Neil Warnock's books at Bramall Lane at Sheffield United. Doesn't get many first-team opportunities there, but has been out injured for a large part of this campaign. So coming back to fitness in this loan spell. Clark. A ball back to him that he certainly didn't expect. So he sends it spiralling high into the air, and it's knocked on here enthusiastically by Andy White, but he just couldn't keep that one in. Still 1-1. Chesterfield, remember, reduced to 10 when Shane Bradley was sent off for a spitting offence. Why he chose to spit at Rhys Day, goodness only knows. He has suffered the consequences, and I've no doubt Rushbury, the manager, will have a bit to say about that, both to player and everybody else afterwards. It's altered the way Chesterfield are playing, and Glyn Hurst up front alone now. Blatherwick will be pressurised here. And he was put under pressure by Craig Mitchell. Good pressure from Mansfield Town. It's Lawrence with the throw-in. Still Liam Lawrence. He'll cross a deep ball in here. White coming for it. And has the whistle gone? I fancy it has. Very rare you see a striker going in on a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper ending up on the ground and the whistle not going. It certainly went there. And, Williams ruefully and slowly picks himself up. He's big enough to look after himself, but it was inevitable that the whistle would sound there. Deep into the second half at Saltergate, on as even at the moment. I suppose that everybody in the ground would settle for that at the end of the day. Though equally, everybody would want their side to come out with the 3 points. O'Hare managing to hook the ball over his shoulder, and rather fortuitously it gets all the way to Ebden. Chesterfield have a chance of a tilt here. Rushbury's ball is rolled through to Hurst. Hurst looking up to see if anybody's arriving. Anybody else in blue there? Edwards wants it. Hurst goes for goal. Comes back off a Mansfield player. Pilkington able to pick it up before it goes dead. Touched inside by Doan. And Liam Lawrence has got the throw in. Managed to take it probably a yard or two ahead of where it should have been, but nobody's bothering too much about that. Lawrence again. Such good footwork. They're not quite sure which way he's going to go. Blatherwick flings himself into a clearing header. Lawrence gets it back again. Chances for Mansfield here as Lawrence pulls it back only to Brandon. We've not seen as much of Chris Brandon in this half as an attacking element. Though he's forward now, hoping that Ebden will deliver to him. Instead it comes to Payne. This is Brandon. And the ball bobbled there, but it still comes out for Mansfield Town's Disley. He'll bring Gadsby into play. Gadsby's longer ball's a good one to Corden. Problems here for Chesterfield, backpedaling against Wayne Corden. We know what he can do. The cross is effective, but headed away by Howson. And once again, Brandon was lurking edge of his own penalty area to instigate a move forward. Now it's Rushbury, showing his pace. To no avail. Never easy for the son of a manager to play for the same club. It has happened before, of course. Remember Nigel Clough at Nottingham Forest, son of you-know-who. The throw was conceded by O'Hare. Doan is going to come over to take this one short for Corden, who's beyond Brandon, clips it in. Blatherwick away, and Ebden shows good composure. But Mansfield are bossing it right now, as you would probably expect of 11 against 10. And Day is getting further forward. It's Day's ball here. Is there drama yet to come at Saltergate? Hurst for Brandon. And just ran into Disley. So Mansfield again have the chance to prosper. Day's longer ball this time, finding Lawrence, and he was untroubled in taking it. And he's one of those forward now as Curtis slipped it into the wide position for Clark. His deep ball, left-footed, is through, but headed straight out of play. Seems strange, it's only early afternoon still here at Saltergate. With these two sides punching it out for the points. Chesterfield in 9th at the start of the day. And Mansfield 3rd from bottom of the table. But it's quite tight down at the bottom. Several clubs involved, and here's a chance opportunity for Hurst, and it's just gone through to Pilkington. Able to sprawl and fling himself down to the ground and take it before Hurst came in. And that's long, and is there a free kick here? There is. Free kick Mansfield. Just the last place that Chesterfield wanted to concede this one. Williams with a bit of organising to do. Liam Lawrence is there, Wayne Corden is there. The one teeing up the ball is Ben Doan. Mansfield hunting out some glory at Saltergate. There's nowhere they'd rather win more than here. And it's a Mansfield free kick with the clock ticking down. Looks like being a cordon strike. In fact, it's not. It's whisked just over and leaves Williams hanging on his crossbar. It was Doan at the end. There is Ben Doan. I don't think he's ever scored a first-team goal. It was dipping viciously just over the bar. Chesterfield certainly have created little in terms of chances in this half. I can hardly remember Kevin Pilkington making a save. Mansfield's problems this season have not come in terms of scoring goals. It's been in terms of them conceding too many. But their concession of that one goal in the first half was a penalty, and generally they've tightened up since Keith Curle arrived. In fact, they've conceded 5 goals in 6 matches. They're looking for one of their own here, but Lawrence's header here will take the ball out for a goal kick. Still vocal, of course, Dave Rushbury, ever more so animated. I think he just wants the ball up in the other half of the field. That's where he'd like to see his team occupied. They almost got there then, but it's a familiar pattern at the moment. Mansfield taking the game to the opposition. Andy White in particular here against Blatherwick, and he may get past Blatherwick. He might try and get a corner. He's still going. Blatherwick down. And free kick given Chesterfield's way, to the chagrin of the Mansfield striker. Andy White's season began so well with 2 goals on the opening day in that 4-3 terrific win against Plymouth Argyle. Since then, just the 1 goal, but it was a winner at Barnsley. And over 7,000 here, still wondering which way this Derby match is going to go. Oh, Blatherwick. Well, it was a shank in golfing terms. Long shadows, as you can see, a beautiful sunny day at Saltergate. Two sides on the course for a single point apiece right now. Well, that was one fair and square, and so Corden is in possession for Mansfield. Too short for Disley. The race on at the other end involving Hurst. Can Hurst snatch it for Chesterfield? Chance for Glyn Hurst here. On he goes. The shot doesn't really have any sting about it, and Glyn Hurst will reflect there that he may have done a little bit better. There's a real chance here for Hurst. And he manages to cut inside the defender Day, but the shot not good enough to beat Pilkington. And Glyn Hurst a little bit short on goals, although he got one in the recent win against Luton. Just has 5 though this season. Mansfield's turn to attack with White. Finally flicks it to his right to Lawrence. I'm afraid Liam Lawrence won't earn any points for that. So 1-1 it is then, Chesterfield and Mansfield, and Chesterfield on course to take 4 points from their local rivals from the season's 2 duels. Still just about time left for either side to win it though. It's down the line from Rushbury. The charge is led by Hurst. He's got a man up there alongside him. Day's gone across to bring him down, and just as Chesterfield conceded a free kick in a dangerous situation a moment or 2 ago, so Mansfield's Day has put his side under a little bit of pressure here. Blatherwick will come up for this. Used to be the likes of Ian Breckin, of course, who was up for these free kick situations. Message is sent by Rob Edwards. Can anybody receive the message? Liam Lawrence is being warned off here. I'm sure if something was thrown there from the crowd. It's always disconcerting for a player when they are close to a crowd, as they are here, of course. If you're going to get pelted, you can get hurt. Are they 10 yards away? How much closer can they go? Edwards will try and play it over the top of them. He manages to do that, and it's headed away firmly. Neatly done by Clark. Further down the line from Lawrence. The ball did not go out. Mitchell can't re-find Lawrence. So it's Chesterfield who are taking the game to the opposition right now with Hurst. Leaves it for Brandon. That's Pilkington's ball. He only just managed to hold on to it, nearly slipped from his grasp, and he hits it long. Blatherwick's there. Corden to take it up, but then to lose it to Ebden. The Chesterfield fans urging their side forward. They want to see them inside the Mansfield half. They can't get there just yet. Payne. Now it will be up in the opposition half, and it's a decent ball over. He was a little unlucky there, was Chris Brandon. He saw what was on, and in saying that he was a little unlucky, Kevin Pilkington was slightly fortunate. Had to get his head to the ball. Here's the moment. It just bounced up, and Pilkington able to head away. He's done well all day. Keith Curle is not quite sure whether to sit, stand, stop in the ground, go out. He'll stay around for a while. And he just resumes his seat back in the director's area. He looks rather anxious, mind you. But one apiece would do quite nicely in a way. And he's gone to ground here. The foul by O'Hare. It was young Mitchell who won it for Mansfield. Time added on at Saltergate. Chesterfield 1, Mansfield 1. If anybody's going to win this one now, well, Mansfield have an option, an opportunity from this free kick to be taken by Jamie Clark. Just about everybody back for Chesterfield to defend it. And the goalkeeper stayed on his line. It's a Lawrence header! It's a Lawrence goal! It's a Liam Lawrence winner! Quite astonishing scenes at Saltergate, and the match has been snatched by Liam Lawrence with a header, of all things. It was a free kick knocked in by Jamie Clark. The goalkeeper, Williams, chose to stay on his line and suffered the consequences potentially, because it was Lawrence's header that beat him as he was rooted, and Mansfield are going to celebrate a famous win for themselves here. There is surely no time left for Chesterfield to hit back, and Keith Curle is dancing on the touchline now. He'd only just sat down again, and Chesterfield have to come at Mansfield once more. Can they do something with this attack? Otherwise it's going to be Mansfield's day. Drama here, a sting in the tail of the match. Brandon for Chesterfield, he'll knock a ball across, maybe they can get a goal. The goalkeeper will hold on to the ball. And indeed, that is it. And even the referee is being thanked by the Mansfield players. Kevin Pilkington shaking his hand, but how dramatic a finish was that? The Liam Lawrence header, his 8th goal of the season, has snatched a derby victory for Mansfield Town, and they have their revenge for that defeat back in August at the hands of Chesterfield. It ends here, Chesterfield 1, Mansfield Town 2, and all the joy is with those fans who will savour their journey back to Field Mill. Craig Disley with a goal just before half-time changed the complexion of the game. And then, just to add to all the drama and to rub salt into Chesterfield's wounds, the former Mansfield striker Shane Bradley was sent off within 2 minutes of coming up for a spitting offence. And then, right at the very death, Liam Lawrence has come up with a match-winning goal. And Mansfield Town, there's Liam Williamson joining in the celebrations. Mansfield Town have recorded an away win at Chesterfield. Nobody happier than Lawrence. He was perhaps their star performer today, and no more deserving match winner. A vital and a timely boost for Keith Curle, and it's their first win in 4 as it ends here at Saltergate. Chesterfield 1, Mansfield Town 2.
Okay, what a fantastic feeling that must be. The winner right at the end of a derby match.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Just gambled off the free kick. Reese has flicked it on and I've stuck my head in and it's gone in. I don't get many of them.
What a feeling that must be, though.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Just to look up and see all the fans, they were going crazy, and I can't explain how that feels. It was unbelievable.
Where does that rank in your football career so far?
That's the most important goal this year, easily, and last year. That could keep us up at the end of the season. That might determine if we stay up or go down.
And obviously that win, maybe temporarily, but it takes you out of the relegation zone for now, which is a good feeling.
Yeah, it does. We haven't been out there very much this season, so to get up and out, it's good, and it's good for the club.
What did the manager say to you?
Oh, he doesn't give us too much praise, but he was chuffed, like, so he's happy.
What do you know about the sending off of Shane Bradley?
Well, I've just looked round and the linesman's flagging. The ref didn't see it. Apparently Reese has told me that he spat in his face. So the linesman's seen it and he's walked over and sent him off.
Obviously, you can now, though, it was an early kick-off, and you can now relax for the afternoon, watch the other results come in, and just take it easy.
Yeah, I'll go home, sit down, relax, keep my fingers crossed and hope that the other teams in the bottom don't do so well.
Have you spoken to Shane at all? Obviously someone you know.
No, as we was walking in, he was obviously unhappy in the tunnel. He wanted to have a word with the ref. But I should see him after the game and see what he says.
What do you know about also the Chesterfield penalty, which I've been a bit dubious?
I can't believe that either. I think he's given on ball, because it flew past, I think it was Reese and the striker, and it might have caught his hand. I wasn't too sure, but I want to get a penalty.
Something you've obviously been working on, which obviously involves you, the quick free kick down the right. It nearly unlocked them a couple of times in the first half, didn't it?
Yeah, they let us get away with it twice, really. I've just said to Cords, if it's on, just I'll run and do it. Like, so he's seen it and he's done it twice, and it nearly brought us a goal.
What's the atmosphere like in there, just finally?
It was unbelievable when we went in. Everyone was jumping up and down and cheering, and people can't believe it.
1 or 2 pats on the back for you, I suppose.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Great stuff, mate. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
See ya. Okay, Dave, you must be bitterly disappointed, to say the least.
I am very disappointed. You know, I'm not disappointed at the fact that Mansfield were winning. You know, we were 1-1. Mansfield got a good goal. We got a penalty which we deserved. I'm disappointed about a few bizarre decisions that happened today from the officials, and I'm disappointed that we've got mugged at the end.
Tell us about the Shane Bradley sending off. Was that deserved? What's he said to you?
I'll wait for the report. Apparently there was a spitting incident. I'll wait and see.
Surely that would make you furious if he's got himself sent off with some sort of incident.
Oh no, we'll deal with that. If Shane's at fault, we'll deal with that. That's not a problem. What's more important to me is that I've made a tactical substitution. I knew what I was going to do. I was going to put some fresh legs up front, and I was going to put some legs on wide, and I didn't get to see what it could do because we were down to 10 men.
Do you think a draw would have been a fair result?
Yeah, probably. We didn't quite when it was 1-0 or 1-1. We didn't quite have the force to go forward. But that was why I made the substitutions, and I didn't get to see what we could do with 11 men in the last 25 minutes.
But obviously you're still well placed in the table. Is it a question of pick yourself up and move on from here and put it behind you?
Yeah, I mean, what we've got to realise is we've come a long way this season, you know, and we're doing okay. But that's just about what we're doing at the moment. Now, we've got to sort of say to ourselves, let's get that magic 50 points, let's be in this league next year, let's see how far it goes to the end of the season, and then let's see what we can produce. Now, you never know. I mean, we can go on a run of 2 or 3 wins if you like. We've got all some good teams coming up. It's not a problem to us. It's just the fact that in games like this, bizarre decisions seem to affect us a little bit more at the moment than other teams. We had one away at Brentford recently, and we've had one today. And we're not a dirty side, you can see that, and we're a good, honest side. And I'm very disappointed in the fact that, you know, credit to Mansfield, but I'm very disappointed in the fact that we've lost that game today.
Just quickly, which other bizarre decisions do you mean?
Well, there was an incident before we had the first penalty, and Robbie Edwards was clearly in the box with the player, and the referee gave handball against the Mansfield player outside the box. Bizarre decision number one. Second bizarre decision is, should they have had a man sent off before we did? Not that I want to get anybody sent off, but was it a decision that Tom Curtis came through on Alan O'Hare? Whether Tom meant it or not, because I know Tommy very well, he's a good lad, he wouldn't have meant it, but the word in the referee's manual is reckless. Whether Tommy meant it or not, that was a second bookable offence. He should have been in the dressing room. That was a turning point for them because they've got away with one. And then various bizarre decisions about pushing and pulling on the field. I'd had a word with the referee and said all they want is to put it up to the big man, and he's going to try and get a free kick and put it in the box. The final free kick that happened on 91 minutes, the final free kick wasn't even a free kick. The referees give it, and he's allowed them to put the ball into our box in the last minute of a crucial derby, and fair play, it's landed. All the best to Mansfield. I hope they do. I hope they do okay. We're doing okay. I think this moment in time, our season's looking a lot better than theirs. But credit to them, they've turned it round and they've kept going, and they've got what they've got the result that they wanted. I'm not saying it's deserved, but I got what they wanted.